The show. This is our crowd play of Orwell. Episode 4 just came out, and so I figured I'd set up over on my Beam channel some of the interactive features there. You guys can play along, you can help me make choices in the game. So, kind of how it works, if you've seen any of my other Orwell streams, any of the other streams of the game from anybody else, as we go, we'll uncover evidence, and you guys can help me decide whether that is relevant to the case or not. So we're playing Orwell. It's a futuristic kind of a Big Brother simulator. Our task is there have been some terrorist attacks. We are tasked with sifting through all of the public and private information that is related to individuals who may be involved in this, trying to find out what's relevant, send that to the authorities so that they can take the appropriate action. So we'll have the choice as we go through. We'll comb through some documents. We might listen in on some phone calls and emails, and see, is this actually something that we need to send on for investigation? Do we need to alert the authorities on this particular thing or not? So what we've done, if you're watching on Beam, you'll notice right below the video we have some of those fantastic Beam interactive buttons, and you can vote as I'm finding a piece of information. You can vote either yes, or no. So you just click those buttons. I will take the first vote that comes through for each of those. And if you guys don't vote, then I will make my own decisions. But I'll take the first vote that comes through as I'm looking at each piece of information. You'll have a few seconds to get that in. Thankfully, with the Beam low latency streams, that should be plenty of time for you guys to see things as I'm doing them, and act on those. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to head over beam.pro/SoonerJudd. You can find all the stuff over there. Sign in, and jump in there and cast your votes. So that's kind of how it works. That's the brief summary of the game, and so we're gonna get going on it. We're gonna get going. We'll log in. We've just finished day 3 on duty here, and so yeah, little catch up on what's been happening. This is an episodic series that comes out one episode every week. Started about a month ago, so we're on to episode 4 now. So again, there have been some terrorist attacks on this fictional country of the nation. We've got the Orwell system set up so that we can monitor people's actions, activities, things like that, and find out who's responsible. Last episode, we were investigating a woman named Nina, and we sent in the authorities, and she was killed, unfortunately, during the attempt to arrest her, to bring her in for questioning. There was some gunfight, and she was killed. So we're gonna pick up from that and see what happens. Okay, here we go. So yeah, quick summary of all of the these are the people of interest in the case. Harrison O'Donnell is an interesting character. He's a former kind of a radical. Now he's writing for the ultra-conservative newspaper, and he's kind of flip-flopped on his views. Juliet was his boyfriend. Previously, they've split up. They were in a band together. You can see her with her guitar here. Yeah, so some complicated people. We have a hacker called Initiate, who is doing something. Goldfels is the head of a group called Thought, who we believe may be behind all of this. Some activist group, and they've got a blog. They've got some protests they've staged, and he was apparently involved in these bombings, but he didn't intend the bombings to kill people, is what he says. And Nina here is our individual that I was just talking about. She was former military, so she had experience with explosives. That's what made her think that she might be involved in these bombings. She was involved in every location of the bombings. We were able to stop one. We found the bomb. and then she decided to flee. We sent a team after her, and that went badly, and she was killed. So, here's kind of the situation here. We stopped a bomb at the mall. We were investigating Nina, and she was killed. So we're going to jump in here to the next day in the story. Episode 4, Memory Hole, which just released this week. And again, if you guys buy Orwell on Steam right now, you get the whole thing. It's a buy one, get it all as it releases. So you'll have all 4 episodes that are currently available. You'll get the next episode as it comes out next week. Okay. And Sims here is our liaison with the police. He's our correspondent on the other side. That we're sending him all of our information as we go. I still can't believe what happened yesterday. So it's all kind of text-based dialogue. Even the phone calls are written transcripts. Got the perpetrator of the bombings. Everything looks that way, but at what cost? Did we kill her in the end? That's a question, because it was because of the information that we sent in that they went in guns hot, and that wound up killing her. So that's part of the I guess the draw of the story here is that we're impacting what happens with our choices. I wish you could talk to me at least this one time. Speaking into this one-way channel feels like barking at a wall endlessly. Worst of all, as you found out, Goldfels seems to have incited and planned the assault, so we need to get him today. There must be some lead on him we've overlooked. We'll keep observing. Okay, so these are our individuals. This is kind of our who's related to who, what ties do people have with other individuals as we are completing our investigation. This is filled in quite nicely. We've got lots of people that we're looking at now. But let's look at our documents. Let's see. We've got some new things that we can look at. Just check out the headlines. And this is the new newspaper. And we've got a new phone call that just came in. Look at that. The alleged perpetrator of the Bonton bombings is dead. And so that's our news story right now, which we know what happened there. We were involved in. We'll click through here to see if there's any pieces of information that we can draw out of it. I don't like the reports either. We need to cover the fact that this happened somewhere in the public. We cannot frighten people. Sometimes their truth and ours have to diverge for the common good. So I wonder what they actually say about it. Investigative success. The alleged perpetrator killed in her apartment. Explosives discovered. Delacroix shows relief. Okay. Dishonorably discharged in 2011. The perpetrator was identified and arrested. Special forces team stormed the flat. She was the lead suspect. When confronted, she drew a firearm, fired at the police. The team returned fire and killed her. Upon searching the apartment, they discovered half a dozen additional homemade explosive devices. The military-grade equipment belonged to her. She was allowed to keep when she was dishonorably discharged. Whether this might pose a motive, I guess the discharge is only speculative. Upon receiving the news, Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix showed relief. Our endeavor to find this evil individual has finally been crowned with success. Okay. Never had any doubts about the capability of our investigative methods. That's us. This concludes a dark chapter in the history of Bonton and the nation. That is one of the headlines. What else do we have? Heavy rainstorm. Trees knocked down. Okay. Firefighters called in. Exclusive interview with the gym founder. Yay. So there's some stuff here that it may not be relevant right now, but I think this might come into play later on as we go through our investigation. And let's look at the police report. Arrested on April 15th. 2017, and use this profile pic. We can replace that into our document if you want. If there's anybody watching, you can vote on that. You can go in on Beam, press those buttons, and vote yes or no if we want to upload this new picture or other information from the document. Arresting officer and holding facility redacted. Charges on multiple homicide. Suspect then opened fire, wounding Special Agent redacted on the left shoulder. Special Agent drew his pistol, returned fire. As the situation briefing had already suggested to proceed with extreme caution, that was our fault. So it's pretty heavy. That was what caused her to die, was us giving them that information. The suspect was hit in the chest twice. Ambulance was called. Time of death pronounced at the scene. Okay, what else do we have? Harrison's timeline. On April 16th, off to a slow date. This was yesterday. In case anybody does recognize the woman next to me, let me know. Don't be mad. Okay. Okay. And then we have people in the party. Robert Blaine, Arthur Scott Gallagher, Catherine Delacroix here is the Secretary of Security that we were just talking about. Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. Okay, so that is all of our new documents. And let's look at this phone call now that came in. This is between Harrison and Juliet on April 16th. Yeah, and Juliet has been working on the weekend. And they just discovered that Nina has been shot. She just wanted to let me know in case something happened to her. She packed a few things and... They might be listening to this very call right now! You don't say, huh? Say they didn't do anything. Harrison thinks it's a government conspiracy. Langley, who was Cassandra's lawyer and boyfriend. Yeah. Abe. Okay. Abraham Goldfels. I think I'm gonna move the camera a little bit here so you guys can see. See what's happening. How about that? Okay, so what happened then? Harrison's got a plan. He doesn't want to go to the lawyer. This is not thought. This is me defending myself. That with a guy goes by initiate. Hack on the thought blog. An initiate mentioned having no sympathy for the gov. So they think they might be able to team up with initiate. Okay. Oh, and now we have Juliet's util alias. We can listen in on her chat messages. There goes my Sunday morning. Okay. Oh, bye, Harry. Okay, so that's the end of the call. Let's see if we did pick up a couple of pieces of information here that we can add in. So, first of all, Juliet is working on a Sunday. She's calling from her office. So we can find Juliet here in the document, and we can add that piece of information into her file. Might be helpful to know in case we need to locate her. That she's at the office right now. She is working a lot, and she's a PR assistant at Rosentech. I don't know that an assistant necessarily needs to be working on the weekend, but okay. Harrison O'Donnell thinks the government wants to set us up. And again, as we're going through these, you guys that are watching on Beam, feel free, hit those buttons, yes or no. Do we add this into the document or not? Do we add this into the file? So this is going to go into Harrison's file, and this would be a personality item. He's been easily jealous. He's hidden his past with thought to get a job at the paper. He rejects the governmental position, and I think this goes along with that he thinks the government is now trying to set them up. They must be setting us up because we didn't do anything. Yep. Okay. And this would link up Joseph Langley with Abraham Goldfels to know that they have contact together. That Abe and Joseph have been in contact. Sure. This could be a new lead. I will request to consider Joseph Langley a target. Okay. And another person in our database, because we're so convinced we're doing the right thing, huh? So Sims, it looks like he's starting to question our actions here as well. We have clearance. We're going to need to know some basics on who Joseph Langley is. Remember to check old sources. Focus on hints to Abraham Goldfels. He's the center. He's the crux of all of this. But Joseph Langley is now a person of interest. And he's in contact with Abraham. He is lawyer to Cassandra, also her boyfriend. What else do we know about him so far? He had access to Cassandra's chat account. When Cassandra was taken in, he was on chat for her, talking to Juliet, I believe, if I remember it right. Okay. What else did we get out of this call? Initiate mentioned having no sympathy for the government. So let's look at Initiate. Do we add this into his personality? Anti-government. What do you guys think? We're gonna do it. Okay. Okay, and I think this is going to be important here, having the util alias for Juliet. Aliases have been. And Julesy Kerr on util. So we'll be able to track her chat now that we have her alias. Her account info. Yes, okay, so that's the end of the call. That is the end of that call. Let's go back. We have another email. Looks like this one is from Harrison to Initiate. He wants to join forces. Okay. Harrison's inviting him to join Thought. Harrison invited him to join Thought. Yes. Okay. So we'll grab that piece of info to Orwell. And you'll note there, this cannot be undone for all the stuff that we're dragging in. It's kind of interesting to think about that. It's like a one-way pipe over to Sims. I thought Mr. O'Donnell left Thought. Now he's actively recruiting. Makes his exit seem unlikely. Unlikely. Okay, let's look at some of these old documents, see what we can find out about Goldfells, or about Joseph Langley, also. Notable alumni. Here we go. This is a page that we looked at before, but now we can pull information on Joseph Langley. We can give him that profile picture. Do we want to? I don't think I necessarily want to grab that one, because it's kind of boring, but Joseph Langley opened his law office in the city of Bonton some years after his graduation from Stelligan in 1992. His law office is probably best known for having defended construction entrepreneur Elwood Hendricks in the lion's share scandal. So he graduated from Stelligan in 1992. Okay. He is a lawyer, and he has an office in the city of Bonton. Self-employed lawyer, and has his own office in Bonton. So I'm going to just go back to this one. We're going to disable the profile pic because I don't like it. I don't like it. It's disabled. It's gray now. What else do we have? What did we get? Anything highlighted here? Okay. Yeah. He's looking lawyerly there. We'll use that one. Okay. And, oh, and we found his website. We found the site for the law offices of Joseph Langley. And what can we find here? Let's look at his profile. He's looking a bit older in this picture than in the other one, huh? Those kind of side by side, yeah. Okay, testimonials from his clients. Studied criminal law at Stelligan. Partnered with, he was tied with Catherine Delacroix too, who is now the Secretary of Security. Interesting. They worked together in 1992 after they graduated. That is some good info. Yes. Didn't even know she had a law career before she joined politics. Mr. Langley has definitely been around. So far so good. Excluding the connection to Delacroix, everything seems unsurprising. What we need to know right now are his connections to Abraham Goldfells, possibly the other members of Thought. Okay, so that's kind of what we're working on. I spent a year abroad. Oh, he was in the military too. Okay, interesting. I doubt that means he has any combat experience. And he's been here in Argentina. I'm going to ignore that for now. Let's see what other stuff is on the site. Yeah, all kinds of criminal cases. The lion's share scandal in 2010. He took on the defense. He was able to convince that Hendricks has actually acted on behalf of the Secretary of Transportation, Greenway. Interesting. So I'm thinking there may be some connection now to this new Secretary of Security. That she is setting something up to show how effective Orwell can be. That she got these guys to do these things, and now we're using Orwell to catch it to kind of legitimize the system. Let's see, what does this actually do? Successfully defended. Elwood Hendricks was a former client. Yep. Okay, create a new. Okay. Wait, anybody miss a case? That was either courageous or dumb. Turned out to be the former for some time. Now it might be the latter. Okay, and contact, get his phone number. We can listen on his phone calls now, and his emails, and got his address. Emails, office address. Okay, that we have some good information there. Any other new info? No, doesn't look like anything's flagged right now. Okay, and okay, we've got some stuff here. We've got Juliet chatting with Joseph, so she's reaching out to him at the same time that Harrison is reaching out to Initiative. They're both kind of diverging on their paths, like they talked about. Okay. Juliet, Cassandra's friend. Okay, Cassandra got arrested because we told on her. Regarding the attack on that officer. That happened a year ago. That's why there was a police report on Cassandra. Flagged her as a person of interest for us. I tried to call. Read the paper today, sure. Asked me for a favor for someone called Nina some time ago. Okay. So I think the police are coming after Juliet and Harrison. Everybody else in thought. What can we do about it? I would take this on immediately were it not for Cassie. I made the mistake to set false priorities once. I owe Cassandra to get her out of this first. Nina is dead. There's no telling if we're next. Oh, well. Yes. And he's gonna check in on Cassandra. Maybe I'll come across something. It all seems connected. I hope you understand. Okay. Okay. So Joseph is gonna look into the legal situation here with the Cassandra's arrest, and hopefully that'll help tie into something to help protect Juliet and Harrison from us. Like this is weird. It's a weird situation to be in, thinking that we are possibly like on the wrong side of this. Yeah, so that there's innocent people out that that are getting scooped up as collateral damage. I mean, obviously there is somebody that's the bad guy. Somebody set the bomb and blew up Freedom Plaza, but yeah, Joseph wants to get Cassandra out. If he can help Juliet and Harrison on the way, we'll do that. Yes. Okay, let's see what. We've got 2 emails now. We've got an email from Joseph, or to Joseph. To Joseph looks like, from somebody, and then we have this is like Initiate's reply to Harrison. How can I join Thought when I'm already part of it? Give me your answer. Timelines that. Web Warrior. Oh. So we found Initiate's timelines page, his Facebook, essentially. Born June 23rd, 1912. I wonder what that date. What date is that? Place of residence. So we could drag this stuff into his profile and mark it as his place of residence, the omnipresent interwebs. They're actually going to take that as fact. So that's kind of the other side of this whole like text communication. They see exactly what we feed into them, and they take it as fact. So I'm not gonna include these the date, the birthday of 1912, 103 years ago, or the interwebs. This is address. It's out security flaws on timeline. So let's go over to Initiate here, and he's involved in security flaws. He's involved in the security business, right? He's a hacker. He likes giraffes with hats, lazy passwords, National Bread Eating Olympics, and all the memes. Okay. Web Warrior hereby declares the data wars on all of you. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Alvar, what's right or wrong about me in here, and thou shalt be rewarded. It's a trap. Interesting. Okay. Community, listen everyone. Game. So who want to play it right now? I'll invite you to the playtest. Are you not entertained? You need to pee as much as learn to play as much as you need to improve your orthography. Open letter to Victor Rosen, who Juliet is now working for. He was at Rosen Tech. Dear Victor, you are my idol. You wear shiny snake leather boots that have been assembled by children. So many hipsters look up to you, wanting to be... So there's a lot of sarcasm in here. Something is bothering me. As the bright star of the tech world, you've got to improve your security. If I used to log in like V Rosen and password ... it wouldn't be a big deal. No one would give a darn. But for a luminous figure like yourself, just imagine what would happen if somebody like me would find those out and then post them openly, say on timelines like he just did, or in any other social media platform. All I demand is to have a chat with you. Even though I got a glimpse into the ivory tower, you were never there, available. I use a chat tool called Silent Scream, which will connect to another chat tool, and his nickname is Root. So there's a chat handle that we can listen in on his chats. He was over at Rosen. Okay. Everyone I know who's remotely into tech or programming wants to work at Rosen Tech. They actually hire a lot of interns, and only a few people ever get permanent contracts. Tried the password, it didn't work. He probably changed it. No chat message. Okay. I think that's all that we've got here out of his timelines page. And he considers himself a member of Thought. don't we find any hints of his history with them? Maybe because he's using another name. Maybe he's under an alias. Can we look and see, do we have information on who is in thought? Go back to the website. Content police, the newspaper, timelines, work easy, thought. The concerned one. I have Hancock, Goldfellas. Concerned one, I think, was Nina. Overview. Who's writing on the site? Cassie. Okay. Goldfellas. This one is private. There are some of these that will come up as we go. I think concerned one, that was Nina. Hancock, which is Harrison. Hidden, and Goldfellas. Okay. So nothing. There's a guest. Okay. Nothing pops out right now on that. I do have another email from Joseph to go through. Hello, Joseph. I assume you know who I am from unknown person. One of your clients is currently held in custody. Both of you had some kind of liaison. Sure, it's heartbreaking to know lovers are apart from each other. I'm in a position to change this. If you deliver incriminating material for a person named Goldfellas. Oh, okay. Let me know if you're willing to assist me in this, and I will see to it Cassandra receives a helping hand as well. So this person, this unknown person that Joseph should know who is, wants to blackmail Joseph into incriminating Abraham in exchange for getting Cassandra out. Okay. There we go. We have that. Is this our hacker friend? Maybe. Could be. Could be Delacroix, the secretary, trying to make the system work. What other information do we have? What else do we have to go on? Listener. We've got going back in the day. These are our Cassandra's conversations with Joseph. So this is, he had an important appointment on Thursday, April 13th. Where does that fit in with our timeline? The first bombing was on 12th, I think. If there's anything in this one that has come up new. Joseph Langley. This is when Cassandra got arrested on the 14th, which was day 1, I believe. Day two had to be day 2, because day 1 was when we were doing our first investigation on the 13th. Initiate. Okay, that was Juliet's chat with Langley that we just saw. Where do we go from here? What have we got? And the insider lets us hack into a PC if we have the unique ID that goes to it, which we did with Nina's computer. Let's see. Cassandra's portfolio. Is anything on Langley? Or we need Goldfellas too. Professor Abraham Goldfellas. tech. Get in touch. Here's Juliet and her phone number. Commandments of Frozen Tech. What else do we have that we can look at? See if I haven't included this yet. We'll see if that triggers anything. You're in Argentina. Yeah, probably not. I wasn't expecting it to. What else? We got the photo. We don't need a new photo. We've got, okay, Nina. Again, a new photo. Which we don't need. Any other initiates timeline? He calls himself the warrior of the web. Let's grab that. Okay. No comment. Sure. Play the game? No? Are you not entertained? I'm gonna see if entertaining the masses counts for anything. It's definitely the dog. Yep, start taking things seriously. Okay. To disable this one. I'm going to disable this one. What else? What else? Need to find something about Goldfells. Is in law. Wasn't he? Or I'm probably thinking of Joseph, the lawyer. Luther, Catherine Delacroix, Joseph Langley, Anna McElroy. So Goldfels came in, immigrated in 1993. Joseph Langley graduated in 1992. Well, I doubt that they had any contact there. And am I missing this one? Oh, here. Oh, okay. Abraham asks for a favor for someone called Nina. This could be... there it is. This could be important. Follow this lead. Okay. Okay. Langley is sending out an urgent request to the unknown person called Laverne. Urgent matter. So I guess this is a different unknown person. Driving to the office now. Use my private notebook. Can you please unlock? Okay, we get his PC ID. Here we go. Here we go. Who just knows their MAC address? There was one thing I need to mention. Apparently there was a glitch that caused devices we were monitoring to malfunction at times. Uh-oh. Didn't worry, this issue has been fixed now. So why are you even mentioning it? It's done. Don't work too much. Okay. So now we can access Joseph Langley's desktop. Let's see what he's got going on here. What's in the trash? There's always nothing in the trash, huh? Sys folders, browser history. Okay. Online DNA research, pictures. Joseph Langley is an active supporter of the Children of Parges Foundation, a charitable association dedicated to the purpose of financially and materially aiding children in the war-torn country of Parges, which is a neighboring country of the nation. Okay. Sure. They have been officially approved as a beneficial operation. I guess it's a good cause after all. Okay. So that's a certificate. This is... okay, so this one shows up as yellow because it conflicts with something. This would indicate he is married, but it conflicts with one unknown data chunk. I'm guessing they probably split up. Sundown Trophy. Okay, so this is Langley and Goldfels are out fishing together? Dancing in the Rain with Cassandra. Yeah, I guess if he's in a relationship with Cassandra, he's probably not still married. Old email. He had a meeting with a Mr. Yang. I do not have the capacities required for a case of this complexity at this time. I hope you will understand the decision. Till then, oh, and bank. Wait, why give him a bank account number? Okay. I understand. Time is of the essence. Have you come to a decision? Office bank account. Rejected a recent case due to missing capacities. Okay. Back to the emails. That was our meeting. Request to release Cassandra. We have to inform you this request has been denied. Is undoubtedly not directly involved in the Boston bombings. We have multiple indications connecting this Watergate to a group known as Thought, which is in turn associated with the alleged perpetrator. Investigations have shown that there is enough evidence to hold her. K. Sanders, secretary to committing magistrate Doyle. Back. Aaron Manilow at advisedbymanilow.tna. Got 3 books. We're on the way to hit rock bottom someday in the future if this business trend continues. This is the accountant talking. Clients dropping steadily. Your expenses go up because Cassandra's spending all your money. There's a recurring donation to the foundation, the Children of Parges Foundation. I can respect that you're helping out a friend, but you have to stop at some point, seriously. If all those expenses are a must, I would agree with laying off Mrs. Winters, as you mentioned. The fact the clients you're dropping, why have a secretary any longer than needed, or get her to work part-time, or find somebody to work part-time. Considering a layoff of Mrs. Winters, who is an employee, okay. But not our concern. He is financially troubled, which is often a... must be doing something right. Okay. Looked at those mails. Let's look at his private mail. I need to ask you for a favor. From Abraham Goldfels. Here it is. Here it is. This is last year. My dear friend Indubio. And this is Langley's new alias. Okay. Maybe this friendship is worth investigating. I hope you don't think I avoided writing due to asking you about ongoing financials. Oh, was that the donation? The financial support for Nina. Okay. It wasn't that. I shouldn't have asked for in the first place, but here I am asking again. There's a young woman. This is when he meets Cassandra? A member of my debate club. She has stumbled into trouble very recently, requires nothing but the best defense attorney. This is when she attacked the police officer last year. Wonderful job you did as counsel in my case. Goldfels has been defended by Langley. Had a professional relationship. Goldfels was his client. What was the case about? Yep, that is a good question. The riots at Freedom's Plaza. Cassandra's the prime suspect. Should you be willing to take on her defense, I would be more than grateful. I will cover any costs. Okay. Let's take this in. So the circle is complete. Yes! Yes! Los Garcias, hello. Welcome, welcome. He might have supported the Bonton bombings perpetrator financially, as asked by Goldfels. Okay. Carnage, what's up? What's up, dude? This game is called Orwell, and it's a, I guess it's an adventure game, kind of. So what we're doing, we're investigating. There have been some terrorist attacks, and we are investigating with this new Orwell surveillance system. We're operating the system, so we can look into newspaper clippings, we can look into emails, telephone calls, Facebook pages, as we're gathering information about all the individuals that are connected, gathering everything up together, and we send that off to the authorities for any action that the police may have to take, like bringing in individuals for questioning or arrests or things like that. So we're feeding all of this information into them, and you see what we've given into about each individual here on the left-hand side. The right-hand side is what the documents that we're looking at, and so that's kind of how it works, right? Yes, Big Brother is watching you. We're Big Brother in this one. Exactly, and that's kind of where the name comes from. This is Orwell, George Orwell, who wrote 1984, where Big Brother comes from, right? Good. So we're sorting through all these documents, trying to find out where important information is coming in, and we have here's another email that Joseph Langley has sent out. If you've been following along, Langley is a lawyer who is involved with some of the clients. Some of his clients are persons of interest in this case. And he is writing to an unknown person, Helping Hand. Do we have the original Helping Hand? Helping Hand is from an unknown person to Joseph Langley. Okay. So, Helping Hand. I cannot meet your demands. I will deliver additional information on members of the activist through group thought. So this unknown person is trying to blackmail Langley into incriminating his friend Abraham Goldfels, who is involved in thought, is the founder of this activist group, in exchange for getting his girlfriend Cassandra out of jail. But he says he's not going to do it. I cannot meet your demands, but I will give you information on the other members of thought. Interesting. Only if you bind our agreement, Cassandra Watergate must be set free tomorrow. So we're gonna feed that into the cops, and they say, didn't expect that to happen. Let's see where this goes the next time he talks to the members of thought. Okay, and then we have Initiate is our hacker, who is somehow involved in this, and he's been communicating with some of our suspects, Harrison here and Juliet. Now they're having a chat session. Okay. Thinking through your timeline was a pain. Why didn't you just tell me you wanted to chat? When you told me what happened to Nina, I went straight on to research. I got the impression that the government is up to no good. Yeah, so these guys are thinking there's some kind of government conspiracy against them. Somebody's out to get them. I did find something you won't like. Orwell. Okay. So they've discovered that we have this Orwell system. It's a system that can put everything on the web under surveillance. Everything is in this very conversation, every call, web page, PCs, whatever. How do they pull this off? Storage is one thing. Actively going through it, they outsource it to people outside of the nation. We're not even a citizen of the nation? Interesting. So people are supposed to collect pieces of data and send it to the Orwell mainframe. It's safe to assume that nothing is safe anymore. Dun dun. How come we've never heard of it, and how did you? Yes. Yeah, the hacker. I have good connections to some hackers outside the nation. That explains what happened to Nina. Oh, nice typos there. He's getting angry. He's typing fast. And they're gonna take this offline, it looks like. Oh, Initiate's smart. He knows if we're listening in, we'll know where they want to meet. And Initiate has built his own chat client, I think. I think that's maybe where he's going with this. Yep. You're using my chat tool right now as well. It's abominable, but yeah, I am. This tool has a built-in cipher. Okay. Custom encryption. Easy to break, but off record, and that's what we need. Okay, so they're going to encrypt their conversation now. Just remember to write quickly so that we can't break the encryption. Encoded messages coming through now. Reports of an unknown cryptography. Orwell should be able to break the encryption in mere seconds. Okay. See if it can figure it out. Couple of messages. And it could work. Whatever they were just talking about. Localize the entry point. What will you do with what I find there? He's gonna hack into something. He wants to start a war on the government. Uh-oh. Time to get to work. National Beholder just published. Oh, is this what they? Okay. So they just hacked into the news site, and what did they do? We found Langley's file. Case against Goldfellas. Okay, headlines. Is this group responsible for the Bonton bombings? The Thought. Oh. I have absolutely no idea who leaked this info. Certainly not me. Only very few people can access the data on our back end. This doesn't exactly aid us. We need to hurry. Yes. We have an activist group called Thought. She might not have been working alone. Information leaked that there's a group called Thought. One of their articles on their mostly locked up blog also quotes from Die Gedanken sind frei, which was the lyrics in the letters prior to the bombings. If this group is somehow involved, they've requested the administrators for an official statement, but have not received a response. Dun dun dun. Okay, and we've got a new blog post from Cassie, or some new information on a blog post. Looks like this is an old one that we saw before. Yeah. Comments by guest. New comments. I don't get why someone would kill people to get their message through. This will get you all arrested, every last one of you. That's the new comment today. These are all new today. Okay. Okay. So this is what happens when news gets out that these guys are behind the bombing. Got it. The comments are coming in. Okay. Let's look at Goldfels' case. April 2015. And the defendant is accused of breaching the terms of an employment contract with the plaintiff. The defendant had entered. Who is the plaintiff? The government of the nation. So he's accused of a case against the government. Okay. So now you guys that are watching, here's your chance. Do we want to take this information? Do we want to feed it into Orwell? so that Sims can have that for his investigation, or do we not? Just click that button there on Beam and let me know what you want to do. Encourage, is it easy to stream to both Twitch and Beam? Do you use OBS? I'm actually using XSplit. That's the software that I've been using all my time at Microsoft. That's what we use there that I learned how to use. And I have done some stuff in OBS. I like XSplit better, mostly. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You just put in, it's got a select box that when you are streaming, just pick which channel you want to push out to, and we click them both, and then you're streaming on Twitch and OBS. That's it. Twitch and Beam. So, yes or no? I'm not hearing anything, so I'm gonna go yes on this. Oh, we need to get to the right profile though. Goldfells. Had an employment contract with the government from 2013 and sued over breach of contract there. Never heard his name here. Okay. Was he sued over breach of contract? The plaintiff's claim was granted through a medical condition proved by his physician. Court could see no justification of the defendant's absence from work. Okay. He has a Dr. Daniel He felt too sick, tried to get out of it, was charged for it instead, and found guilty. These are starting to look like a weird kind of vendetta. Every time we find Goldfells. More new comments here. Yep. Good grief. Ready for DDoS attack acquired. Yep. New blog post from Goldfells. Yes! Here he says he refused a contract with the government on 2013. January. Where was it? In March 2013 he started the contract. And yeah, that is something that I really like about Beam, is all the interactive features. I've just started fiddling around with it to put in the yes and no here for this kind of thing. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do, and the low latency streams. So you guys are seeing it soon after I'm doing stuff. And they have so they also have their little deal with FTL, which is super fast streaming. Clicked yes, and I heard it. Did you hear it? I hope you heard it. Should have come through. Yeah, but it is just audio. I don't have that hooked into any like pop-up images or anything right now. Was refused at first, then took the contract only to breach it. Yes. I have no intention to work for the government. Might be at the root of all of this. Interest. Okay. And let's check his medical records. We get a date of birth, 1954. We get his address. I'll request a team. Seems way better now. Good, good. He has a carcinoma tumor, inoperable cancer. Yuck. Cancer. What's the date on this? This report. Is there a date? Average life expectancy is 6 to 12 months. So, you know, he's terminal. He's got nothing left to live for. He's gonna take his revenge on the government, I guess. He has nothing to lose. Yes. Okay. And what new documents did we have? Oh, yes, the bank statement. Recurring donation of $1,000. Might be something to the connection between Joseph and Nina after all. Yeah. Yes. If you can find one last indication that this might be meant for Nina, that would be enough for investigative custody. Okay, so we have to link that up to Nina, the recurring donation, $1,000. And how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? Can we go? I don't think we can get into Nina's computer anymore. Oh, we've got some new stuff. New stuff here. Okay, desktop. Pictures. Certificate. Issued due to Mr. Joseph Langley's outstanding ongoing financial support of the Children of Purges Foundation. And this one has a conflict. So I'm gonna ask you guys to help me resolve this conflict once I find the other part of it. There's got to be something that will connect that to unknown. Dancing in the Rain. Pictures, Sundown Trophy. One related document found. What did we get? We got the Welcome to the Sundown Fishing Club. Okay. Sundowners meet every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, rules. There's an email address to the yes, and Jackbox Party Pack with the beam streaming is going to be fantastic. You are exactly right. I'm looking at it for stuff like this, like the Telltale games. I did a crowd play with Batman last week when they came out with the new episode. That one actually has stuff in the game that you guys can vote along. So it's really cool there. Yes. We want to grab this one. I hereby inform you about the immediate termination of our work contract regarding the National Opinion column and any other articles. You just got fired. He just got fired. It's come to our attention that you've actively participated in suspicious groups. They found his connection to thought, and now he got fired. He was covering that up. Yeah, where was it? Hides his thought paths to secure a job at the national paper. But they found it since whoever leaked the connection to the site, and it got him fired. Side effect of the week. Who else got out to the TNB? What else got out to the TNB most of all? Who did this? Okay, so we need to let's look back at our insider. We've got the desktop. We've got Okay. I think this is our conflict here. He sends money. The accountant has found there is a recurring donation that has been going on for some time. I can respect if you're helping out with a friend. But if we show the conflict, it's ongoing financial support to our actions over the years. So here's the conflict. Do we upload the recurring donation or the ongoing support for Children of Pargus? Or do we upload the financial support of a friend? So, since you have a yes and no, I'm gonna leave it here. Do we upload this one? Do we send regular money to a friend? Yes or no? Do we send money to a friend? And I'll give you a couple of seconds to catch up on that. Yes! Yes, okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. This will have some consequences, I'm sure. A possible wrong profile, but it goes into Joseph Langley's. You're right. You are right. And he is over here. Here we go. Here we go. And this is probably going to tie it into Nina. This is it. Yep. It's enough indication that Joseph might be part of this terrorist plot, enough for investigative custody. They are going to go after him. They're going to take him in. I will prepare an intervention team. His office should be easy to locate. It might take some time for them to arrive. So, what's going to happen? And we have a chat between Juliet and Harrison. Hey, hey. Government just fired the first shots our way and got you fired. Okay. Okay. I thought they might take longer to trace it all back to thought. Didn't expect that they would openly write about it. And they fired you. They must have really loved you. So yeah, these guys are working under the suspicion that there is some kind of a conspiracy, a government conspiracy targeting them. Cassie's been arrested. Okay, I think the police will follow this lead too. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Yeah, so they took different paths on how to deal with this supposed government conspiracy. That Juliet went to the lawyer, Harrison went to the hacker. This guy is crazy. So let's see how this turns out. Joseph says he's busy trying to get Cassandra out. What would you do if whatever her name was arrested? What would you do if I was? He's got a new girlfriend now?
No.
No. If he finds something, he can give advice. Okay, we're on our own. Wait a sec. What just happened? What just happened? Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. No. And so Joseph texted Juliet. Let's see what he's got to say. What's going on over here? Hello. Talk to you and Harrison. Okay, we're gonna have a conference chat. Go back here, see if there's anything else going. Set up a conference call. Wait. Because the government is listening. Mission is closed. And here goes the phone call. Juliet is making a conference with Harrison and Joseph. The law guy. Okay. So you all know the safety bill. Yes. Aggregation paragraphs to get people behind bars much more easily, to pry on their lives if necessary. Sounds familiar. Is that individuals might be prosecuted by mere indication of threats to the nation in specific situations, more than enough to point at a word you said in a rage to consider you dangerous. That's enough to hold you for some time. If there's indication that Abraham created thought to commit crimes, then there's enough grounds to hold you all. We didn't do anything. We need explicit evidence showing Abraham created this group to be peaceful. Prove it beyond doubt. To find out his original intentions. Okay. Abraham was quite reclusive. How was thought formed? He found out about me by discovering my blog. Said he wanted to start a debate club. Had a couple of lame meetings. Nothing much happened. Okay. He was obsessed with getting his message out, make people aware what the government's doing. What about the protests? Nina. She neglected Abe's wishes, not us. Don't know where he went. Okay, we don't know how to reach him. Uh-oh, here it comes, here it comes. Someone's very impatiently knocking on the door. On a Sunday? What? Who? What? And here comes the arrest. Here it comes. I'm gonna take someone to go to the door. Open it. Mr. Langley has been taken into custody. Well done. Well done. Okay. So, we have some more information here in this phone call. Do we send it over into Orwell? Let's look and see what happened here. We have Langley says that Abraham was reclusive. Do we put that into Abraham's file? Into his profile? Yes or no? Is he reclusive? Julia, yes. Okay. Next, Abraham was obsessed with getting his message out to make people aware of what the government was doing. Obsessed with spreading anti-governmental messages. That one could have some impact if we send that in. It's gonna make some stuff happen, I think. So do we do it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let's do it. Let's do it. And we know why, don't we? Because in his mind the government screwed him because of the contract and his health issues, and now he's dying. In my studies, I met Abraham online by chance, and Juliet talked her into joining his class. And they popped up one new document, and then Juliet was the planner of the three thought protests. Nina did the first one that was a disaster, and Juliet did 2. Our findings so far have shown that Harrison O'Donnell has been involved in the planning of thoughts protests, but since we know that Nina planned the first protest, this finding now leaves no room for him. Did we make a mistake? Was Mr. O'Donnell not involved in the planning? See, this is where if we left that out, it would point to Harrison as the planner. All right, and here we have another conflict. Juliet says everyone deviated from Abraham Goldfell's intentions, and that's what that's gonna pop up into Juliet, Harrison, and Nina all deviated from Abraham Goldfell's intentions. And Harrison says no, it was Nina caused deviation from Abraham Goldfell's intentions. Which of those two conflicting points do we want to upload? Do we upload just Nina? Yes or no? I think I'm leaning towards Nina. Yes. Oh, that goes into Nina's profile, not Juliet. Okay. Nina. Why didn't he do anything about it? Okay, and Juliet and Harrison are going to meet at the old meeting house, the old meeting place. We're gonna have to figure out where that is. And that doesn't go into Harrison's at all? Okay. Sometimes it'll go into multiple, but this one just goes into Juliet. More important to them. Shame they didn't say arresting either of them is out of the question. We don't have enough evidence. And thank you for that, host, XV1SGB. Glad to have you here. We don't have enough evidence to arrest. End of the call. Let's look and see what new documents we got. Sundown Fishing Club. Anything about? Let's look at the gallery. Okay. Picture of the month. This new portrait for Goldfells playing chess. Please welcome Abraham. Here's some stuff. Joseph's ex-wife Barbara divorced him. I think that is fine. We can include that. I'll just start repairing my notebook. from Juliet. February 2016. This was last year. This wouldn't turn on anymore. I think something's loose. IT. Oh, and now we get Juliet's PC ID. And we can look in on it. We try turning it off, turning it on again. Yep. Let's return the notebook. Need to let go of an idea once I have settled on it. Gold tells. Oh, this is their initial chance encounter, it looks like. Love to invite you to my media ethics course if it fits your schedule. Sounds interesting, I might drop by. Now let's look at Juliet's computer. Juliet. Anything in the trash? Greetings from Copacabana. Orwell has lost the connection to the main server. What happened? What happened? Okay. No, indeed. What is this? Device is offline. Oh, and the connection to the main server has been reestablished. Interesting. Oh, whoa. Something has happened. Something has happened. Oh my gosh, is this the initiate? Is this the hacker has found us? A well-timed no. Oh gosh. It's like the mainframe had vanished. Still got some data lost between the servers in here. Seems like it's all slowly going back together. InfoSec says they have averted the attack. Yes, there's a hack. Oh man. Trash. Nothing else in trash. Yeah. Gosh. Wow. Browser history. Let's see what she's been looking at. I think these are all sites that I've seen. The targets, yeah. That was Juliet's band. The National Beholder headlines. Harrison's timeline. Office of John Langley. Juliet's timeline. Stelgen University. Connection between Bonton bombing is evident. That's an old one. Okay. That's all what's in sys. Let's look at Rosen. Email. Synchronous over asynchronous communication. Go meet in person always. You are the best. Barry. Okay, March 8th, 2017. You asked me to get some specifics on a project with the internal code name Demiurge. I'll send the authorization key. Can you get her details on how it functions? We need the data by tomorrow. Here to help the new PR assistant out. Okay. May not be particularly relevant. I feel like I may have heard that name before. Interesting. Okay, and then Barry replies, put a USB drive with the material you asked for on her desk. It's tons of documents, including technical details. Most of the specific have been redacted. This stuff is so confidential, it doesn't even exist officially. No list on who got or is supposed to get which stuff, when and why. I don't get why PR needs this, but well, I won't stand in the way of Victor's grand vision. Do me a favor and come around personally next time, okay? Even though you've just started here this month. Be sure you can for sure already guess what Victor has to say about mail exchanges in this company. So Victor's a little suspicious about us snooping in, I guess. Synchronous, yep, okay. Gotta run, Alex. Catch you later. Thank you for coming by, Carnage. Thanks for playing along. I hope you enjoyed the little interactive bits. I'm gonna try and do some more of that soon. And we'll see you around. Thanks for coming. Here's of omnipresent digital information. I came to the nation from Crowdplay, a tiny village near Stuttgart in Germany, where I still have a family. Where's Abraham? There he is. Family in Crowdplay. Okay. I think is that all that we have here? Rosen still against disinterest. Yep. Okay. Missing persons, Günther Ahrens. That looks like Goldfell's. What? What's happening? He ran away from... Oh. Since September 19th. The year he immigrated. Could I possibly miss this? I'm such an idiot. It's legitimate to change your name when emigrating, yet very people do so. This is what Mr. Goldfell's Ahrens must have done. So he changed his name when he ran away, went missing. He just left his family? Conflict with another data chunk in gallery. He has a daughter and a wife, Margareta. And okay, there's the conflict. This guy, Kickbait, says that he's gay. He has a wife. Okay. From Initiate to Joseph Langley, attacking Orwell worked, but not for long and not again. Not this way. I got you a gift flow. Take a look on your thought web server. Handle with care. Initiate attacked Orwell. This guy was behind it. I should have known. Okay, let's look at the thought website again. Obituaries. What's in the obituaries? Patricia Webster. Rachel Whitfield. Günther Ahrens. He's friends with many, very few knew the true person behind his gentle smile. He has his mistakes. He wasn't innocent. Who is? Günther always did what he thought was right. You deserve better. I will miss you dearly, my friend. Added by Anonymous. Interesting. Günther Ahrens died on December 18th. I don't know. I don't know if I want to trust that. I don't know if I do. I think maybe he's just feeling the heat, and he's trying to make a break for it. He's trying to make a run for it. He's gonna fake his death, run away, and get somewhere else. Let's go look and see what's on the thought. Right, anything new here? Old vowels. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Take a look on your thought web server. Handle with care. Haney. I'm gonna do it. Oh, this is last December. This is... Screw all this, screw Orwell. Oh, look at all the facts again. Just watch for a while. Let me know if anything new happens. Okay. The report from the team at Abraham's address just came in. It was completely abandoned. Huh. New blog post. Oh gosh, they're exposing Orwell. Dun dun dun. You hear that? It's happened. It's happened. By Hancock. With all the new people on our site, proper introductions are in order. Good friend Benjamin Costigan. Seems like a fine man. He's 32. In his best years. Okay. He's in a cozy house. Has a fiance named Amy Peters. Oh geez, this is Sims, isn't it? Oh gosh. Here's a government agent. In a project they call Orwell. He's the guy who receives your data. Where did this Hancock fellow get this info from? From the Orwell project itself. The thing isn't even secure. Oh, and there's his address. Oh no, Sims, I better feed that into you so you know they're coming for you. Yep, I am not friends with Mr. O'Donnell. Address. Yep, they got you, buddy. They got you. This is not looking good. No, no, no. Dang you, initiate. Even got your picture. Sims is taking off. Here we go. Log me out. End of the day. Here's what happened. Sim's identity was compromised. Personal information was exposed. They got his address. They got his name. They got his family information. That was working all week long. We found some project called Demiurge. Yep. Harrison got fired. Initiate hacked Orwell. And got some information. Gunther Ahrens, we found it was an alias of Goldfels. It was his original name, Gunther Ahrens. He ran away. He fled from Germany in 1993. And Langley is involved somehow. Thought has been attacked after being exposed as possibly behind the bombings. Attack on the Orwell. We need to find Goldfels, but he's dead? I don't know. So, wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. And that is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 comes out next week. So, we will be back for more, then see how this all wraps up. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks everyone for playing along. Trying out those new interactive features. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back for some more Orwell next week. We'll see you then. Bye.